She texted, "I'm staying at my ex's house tonight. You shouldn't have a problem with that." I calmly replied, "Enjoy." Then I called her ex's wife, and what happened after that? Let's just say their little world turned into ruins. Hey guys, if you haven't subscribed to AP and my channel yet, please subscribe to the channel and support me. Thank you. I'm 29, and until 3 months ago, I thought I had my life figured out. I was with Maya for 2 years. We met at a mutual friend's birthday party, and honestly, she seemed perfect at first. Smart, funny, had her own consulting business. We moved in together after 8 months, split rent on a decent 2-bedroom in the city. Everything felt stable. I should have known better. The problems started small. She'd get weird about her phone, angling it away when texting. She'd mention her ex, Derek, more than seemed normal. "Oh, Derek used to take me to this restaurant. Derek got promoted again. Can you believe it?" I'd ask why she still kept tabs on him, and she'd laugh it off. "We're just friends now. Mature adults can do that, you know." I'm not the jealous type, but something felt off. Then came that Tuesday night in late July. I was working late, finishing up a project proposal that was due the next morning. Around 10 p.m., my phone buzzed. "Maya. Hey, so Derek's going through some stuff. I'm going to stay at his place tonight to talk things through. You shouldn't have a problem with that." I stared at that message for a full minute. The audacity of it. Not asking. Telling. And that last sentence, like she was daring me to react. Me. Enjoy. I sent it, and immediately opened Facebook. Took me about 5 minutes of searching to find Derek's profile. Sure enough, relationship status, married to Jennifer Cole. I clicked through to Jennifer's page. She worked as a nurse, posted a lot about her garden and their dog. Recent photo from 2 weeks ago, her and Derek at some brewery, both smiling. He had his arm around her. I found Jennifer's work number through the hospital directory. Called the next morning at 8 a.m. sharp. "This is Jennifer." "Hi Jennifer, you don't know me, but my name's Connor. I'm calling because I think you should know that your husband had my girlfriend spend the night at your house last night. She told me she was staying over to help him through some things." Silence. Then, "Excuse me? I have the text messages if you want to see them. I just thought you deserved to know." Her voice went cold and professional. "Send me everything. My email is on my Facebook profile." I forwarded the screenshots. Added Derek's text to Maya that I'd found on her laptop a month earlier when she left it open. Yeah, I'd snooped. Found messages going back 3 months. Nothing explicit, but lots of "miss you" and "wish things were different," and one particularly stomach-turning, "She doesn't understand me like you do." Jennifer called me back within an hour. "I'm at work, but I'm leaving now. Derek's at the house. I want to know everything." We talked for 40 minutes. Turns out Derek had been telling Jennifer he was going to the gym 3 nights a week. Jennifer checked the credit card statements while we were on the phone. No gym membership charge, but plenty of dinner charges at restaurants across town. Times that matched up with nights Maya said she was working late. "I'm going home right now," Jennifer said. "I'm done." Update when I didn't hear from Maya until that afternoon. I was at my desk, trying to focus on work, when my phone started blowing up. "Maya. What did you do, Maya?" Jennifer just called me screaming, "Maya. You had an O right, Maya. Call me now." I didn't call. I texted back. "You made your choice. Deal with the consequences." She showed up at our apartment at 6 p.m. I'd already started packing her stuff. I know people say don't touch your partner's things during a breakup, but I was past caring. Her clothes were in garbage bags by the door. She walked in and lost it. "You're insane. I was just being a friend. You ruined Derek's marriage. You were in his bed, Maya." We were talking. In his bed. While his wife was at work. After months of sneaking around. She tried a different tactic, softening her voice. "Connor, come on. Nothing physical happened. I swear. Derek and I just have history, and he needed someone to talk to about his marriage problems." "His marriage problems that you helped create?" Jennifer's controlling. She doesn't let him have friends. I actually laughed. "You're seriously trying to make Jennifer the villain here?" She grabbed one of the garbage bags. "You know what? Fine. I'll stay at my sister's. But you're going to regret this. You threw away 2 years over nothing. I threw away 2 years the second you decided another man was worth lying for." She left. Slammed the door hard enough that I heard Mrs. Chun from next door yell something in Mandarin. Update 2: the next 2 weeks were quiet. Too quiet. I focused on work, hit the gym more, tried to convince myself I'd made the right call. My friends were supportive. My sister less so. "You didn't even try to work it out." she said over dinner one night. She was emotionally cheating, Sarah? You don't know that for sure. She spent the night at his house and told his wife they were just friends. What more do you need? Sarah shrugged. I just think you acted impulsively. Then Jennifer reached out again. She'd found something. We met at a coffee shop downtown. She looked exhausted, hair pulled back, no makeup. She slid her phone across the table. I hired someone to recover Derek's deleted messages. Look at the date on these. I scrolled through. Messages between Derek and Maya going back 14 months. That was 4 months before Maya and I even moved in together. The messages were explicit. Planning meetups. Talking about how they made a mistake breaking up. One message from Maya. Just need to figure out my exit strategy with C. He's nice, but he's not you. My stomach dropped. She was planning to leave me from the start? Looks like it. And there's more. Jennifer showed me bank statements. Derek had been sending Maya money. $500 here, $300 there. Labeled as loans, but never paid back. Over $4,000 in 6 months. Why would he send her money? She has her own business. Jennifer laughed bitterly. Her consulting business? I looked into it. The LLC was dissolved 8 months ago. She hasn't had real income in almost a year. That hit different. Maya had been paying her half of rent on time every month. I'd never questioned where the money came from. Now I knew Derek, meaning I'd been living with someone whose life was funded by her affair partner. I'm filing for divorce, Jennifer said. And I'm taking him for everything. I want you to testify. Testify. My lawyer says your testimony about Maya's admission could establish a pattern of deception. Help me prove Derek used marital assets to fund an affair. You willing? I thought about it for maybe 3 seconds. Absolutely. Update 3. The divorce proceedings started in October. Derek tried to play it cool at first, denying everything. Then Jennifer's lawyer presented the recovered messages, the bank statements, and my testimony about the night Maya told me she was staying at his place. Derek's lawyer argued it was circumstantial. Jennifer's lawyer pulled out credit card receipts from a hotel. 6 different dates. Charges for room service, bottles of wine. One charge for a weekend package at a resort upstate back in June. When Maya told me she was at a business conference and Derek told Jennifer he was visiting his sick aunt in Boston. Derek folded. Agreed to Jennifer keeping the house and her portion of his retirement account. She also got their dog. Meanwhile, Maya's life was falling apart in real time. Her sister kicked her out after 2 weeks because Maya couldn't contribute to rent. She tried to move in with Derek, but he was living in a budget motel by then and wanted nothing to do with her. Turns out when the affair becomes public and expensive, the romance dies pretty quick. She started texting me again in November. Maya, I know you hate me, but I need help, Maya. I can't afford my car payment, and I'm going to lose my apartment. I didn't respond. Maya, please, Connor. I made mistakes, but I'm drowning here, Maya. I'll pay you back, I swear. I blocked her number. I heard through mutual friends that she'd moved back in with her parents 3 hours away. Lost her car. Was working retail to make ends meet. Derek apparently moved to another state for a job, trying to outrun the mess. Final update, it's been 3 months since all this went down. Jennifer and I still talk sometimes. Not romantically, just 2 people who got screwed over by the same situation. She's doing better. Started dating someone new, a teacher she met through a friend. She seems happy. I'm doing okay too. Better than okay, actually. I moved to a cheaper 1-bedroom. Saved the difference in rent. Started seeing someone casually, nothing serious yet, but it's nice. She's straightforward, doesn't play games. Refreshing. Last week I got a message request on Facebook from Maya. I almost deleted it without reading, but curiosity won. I'm sorry for everything. I was selfish and cruel, and you deserve better. I'm in therapy now and working on myself. I don't expect forgiveness, but I wanted you to know I understand what I did wrong. I hope you're happy. I stared at it for a while. Part of me wanted to respond, to tell her off one more time. But honestly, I just didn't care anymore. She's not my problem. She's not my anything. I deleted the message request and went back to watching TV. Sometimes the best revenge isn't some elaborate plan. It's just walking away and building something better without them. Letting them sit with the consequences while you move on. Maya lost her relationship, her financial stability, her home, and whatever dignity she had left. Derek lost his marriage, his house, and a chunk of his retirement fund. And me? I lost a liar. Seems like I came out ahead. Edit 1. A few people have DM'd asking if I feel guilty about calling Jennifer. I don't. Not even a little. Maya made her choices. I just made sure the other person affected by those choices knew what was happening. Edit 2. Someone asked if Derek and Maya are still together. Last I heard, no? Apparently, once the affair was exposed and expensive, Derek decided Maya wasn't worth it. Shocking absolutely no one. Edit 3. For everyone saying I should have tried therapy or communication first, I tried. Multiple times over those last few months. Every conversation ended with gaslighting or deflection. At some point you have to accept that someone doesn't want to be honest with you, and you can't fix that.